What an interesting Eagles game, man. This one had you nervous at the beginning because of the way we started out. We have had an endemic of slow starts, and it continued on into this week. Didn't score in the first quarter. We were held scoreless, but also the Giants were as well. It seemed to be a battle of who's going to be more inept. But that was eventually broken because we had a horse in Saquon Barkley. I can't tell you how money this man has been. He's been the MVP of the Eagles thus far, definitely on offense. But another surprise, the Eagles defense came to play in this game. And you're like, what the hell is happening? I'm like, okay, the first play of the game, they got a 13-yard gain. And I'm like, okay, damn, inauspicious start. But then they put on the clamps. And, it was quickly after that, a 3-and-out. And then the Eagles copied that drive. A first down to A.J. Brown, but then another 3-and-out, an early close to a drive. And you're like, all right, man, come on, bro. What's plaguing us? And we seem to be falling into the same pitfalls, the same trappings, chasing freaking explosive plays. The play calling suspect again in the early going. And you're like, what in the hell? Why can't we get out of our own freaking way? But the Eagles kept pace because they were holding the Giants scoreless. And then Saquon slowly but surely started to assert his dominance, assert his will. And he was the key behind this game. The run game was the key behind this game. A formula we should be copying because Jalen only attempted 14 passes. And, he was 10 of 14, 71% completion rate. And, the title game manager has gotten a dirty rep. But why can't you let him be that? I do agree that we need to get a guy like Smitty more involved because he shouldn't have a shameful one catch for -2 yards on a busted screenplay. But, as far as just us, letting him be a point guard, distributing the ball to the contributors, the playmakers, and buttressing him with a stellar run game, why not? Especially in the interim when some of our O-linemen are out. As we had back then, leave this one with a concussion, and Fred Johnson is in there for Mailata, who's officially on IR, who has to miss 3 more games. But man, what a riveting game! We were in it, and we were pushing on the right buttons, harassed, got after Daniel Jones, and we asserted our will out there. And first time, I think in 11 games. Definitely almost a calendar year since last year that we won a game by more than one score. I think that was against the Dolphins. So, man, what an awesome game. I was frustrated early on, but that quickly dissipated. I was kind of like stomaching, but I'm gonna get into some other stuff, dissecting performances, because they weren't perfect. I understand that, but like Cintron said, baby steps, and we did make some incremental improvements. Definitely on defense, took some leaps. But judging from the past 2 weeks, we're playing the Cleveland Browns, who are abysmal, and the New York Giants, who are not too far behind them. Barring both teams' defenses are pretty highly regarded. With their offenses only weighing them down and kind of casting an anvil around their neck, so to speak. But anyways, let's get into it. What's up? It's your boy Cintron. Come back into another amazing analysis video, and I kid you not, that's my real name. Didn't mean to throw that in there, but I just threw it in there. So, long intro, but never going that far, that deep, that long pause. But it just was an exciting game. The Giants only put up 3 points. We held them out of the end zone. They had a early touchdown callback before the half ended, pushed off by Theo Johnson, the 4th-round pick out of Penn State, who I wanted us to pick up because he had some potential. But glad he used his arm at an obvious push-off move, the Jason Witten. But a dominating performance made possible by our defense, who kept us in this game early. Jalen didn't have too many throwing attempts, but I dare say this, not dare say, this is the magic formula for us. Keep him in this range. We let him shine. Second consecutive game that he's gone without a turnover. And we have a huge run game to, these are receiving yard stats. You want your receiver to average 10 yards a catch. That's a per carry, man. This dude was carrying us. No pun intended. Even Gainwell got on fun and had a good average, man. I took some losses when the second team went in there, but it is what it is. I mean, it's just banner, stellar day from the offense. The early going, rough goings, I still blame that mostly on coaching. And until I see the all-22, I'm not gonna, lay that at Hurts' feet. But I want to say it a couple times. Definitely want to say there. He missed a third down throw to Devonta Smith. That's just timing. I'll get to why that in the short later, but and the potential, I don't know if it was a swing pass to Saquon Barkley or if it was a straight dagger route, but he was open for a small window. But I don't know if Jalen just wanted bypass that to not cause a turnover, which is smart. Take the points. You're out. You don't want to do anything to harm your team. And we saw two quarterbacks who were much ballyhooed do that today. They combined for 5 INTs, which is crazy. Anyways, man, let's get into the good, the bad, and the ugly. Reviewing this game. All right, Saquon Barkley went off. He outscored the Giants and outgained them by yards, with yards by himself, which is crazy. We were 1-0 in the NFC East right now, and we're in good position. We're a half game back behind the Jaden Daniels-led Commanders, and he's going to be dealing with a rib injury moving forward. Maybe not serious, but the boy is built like Gumby, so he has to be careful of that. So, okay, the good. Saquon Barkley. I mean, just feed him the rock, man. He just had 176 rushing and then tag 11 yards on that, so he had 187 yards, which is crazy. Reeled off runs of 55, 41, and 38. Just those 3 carries alone put him over 100, well over 100. Insane, man. He continues to be money. I don't know where we would be without him, man. And people want to say that DeAndre Swift is better. He's going to be in the same ballpark. Shut the fuck up. That this guy isn't having a Christian McCaffrey impact. No, he's having a greater impact than that. Christian McCaffrey, I mean, it's not about leaps and bounds, but he's better. He's better. All right. Lane Johnson destroying or his block on Game Destroyer. Dexter Lawrence. Hey man, I didn't know that, but pick our spots, and we were able to hold him in check. At times, and when he was off the field, we took advantage of that as well. So Tyler Steen playing well in place of Kai Becton. Just glad to have this guy out there, as a reserve. That we have somebody like this in our camp. I mean, because 2 starters on the O-line, and we're still able to operate, mostly without any major hiccups. Dexter Lawrence was always going to be a problem whether we had the healthy, O-line starters in there or not. But, it's nice to have some reserves that can put in some work and not be liabilities. All right, Hurts hitting Brown for 15 yards on the middle of the field on the first play. I thought it was to the right side. I don't know. But yeah, man, it's nice to see that they still have that connection. They're still building upon it. And, I would like to, like I said, get Devontae involved, but it just went ages, way this day. And, Jalen also threw it to him on, I think 2 one-on-one occasions. Maybe more than that, but the guy's money, man. He's the unquestioned wide receiver 1. All right, Darius Slay breaking up a 3rd and 3. I mean, yeah, just perfect timing. People are so down on him, down on Jalen, saying we need to trade him. Like, it's just, I just loathe our fans, man. They just have no idea what they're talking about. Had some idiot talking about, Jalen, he spends all his time reading the defense, letting the clock tick down to near 0. That's what they want us to do in this offense. That's actually how you kill the clock. You don't get up there and run the Chip Kelly offense and then have quick threes and 3 and outs and tire out your defense and then not able to be the dominant unit they are out there today because they were fresh. Let's go on those long drives, kept them, preserved. Just dumb. The Eagles' first half defense, just dang, it had them averaging 2.4 yards a play. That's crazy. We were destroying them, man. Destroying them. Had 5 sacks at halftime. Yeah. So Bryce got on the stat sheet, got a sack out of that 4-point stance. Jalen Carter got 2. N'Kobe Dean got 2. Josh Sweat had 1. Nolan Smith had 1. That's just insane. And even the rookie, Jalen Hunt, got in on the fun. So, yeah. Yeah, Carter's sack, just right when we need it, man. It was timely. And it was made possible, I think, that one was by Bryce Huff. So, guys had other guys walking into sacks. Nolan, I think it might have been the one Nolan had him rush on. Just crazy. So, they step up and they get sacked. They step up and they get sacked. Just guys playing off each other. Just a perfect syncopation. Right, Brown's 41-yard touchdown reception from Hurts. Yeah, he just beat Nickelback and just ran past him, gave him, the social distancing. Just AJ just is a dog, man. Cooper DeJean's 28-yard punt return. He was just shaking guys off. The guy got carted off the field because he was hurt. Not just his feelings. He got physically hurt because, he was just indomitable in that return. Just, refused to go down. Barkley with the 55-yard jump. Something we sorely need. Just when I saw them, they got Cam got to the second level, and then they crushed the left side of that line. I'm like, he's gone. He's gone. He's going for a good distance, man. But yeah. When I saw him get Cam Jerkins get out there on a smaller guy, lights out. Just unfair. It is what it is. Nolan Smith getting his second sack of the season. He's showing some strong jolt out there, I'm loving what I'm seeing from his power rush. And, he's got those Gumby long arms. So he's starting to use, some tools. All right, Sweat bringing down Jones. It's nice to see him getting revitalized, being a part of the sack party. All right, Brown's 11-yard reception on the Eagles' first play of the game. Like, what are y'all talking about? Maybe on the second half. But yeah, okay, I got my reading confused, but yeah. It's a good way to start the game. At least we avoided 3 and out. After that, we went 3 and out. It's like, damn. Hurts failing to see Barkley. Yeah, I talked about that, man. Just, yeah, sure, but I have a theory behind that. 3 up in the 0-5 on third down conversion in the first half. That was just ridiculous. Moral Drummond getting flagged, and not defensive end, defensive tackle for encroachment. 35 in left in the half, and that's why they scored 3 points, because we gave them free yardage. It came off the field after that, but just gotta be better. Hurts not seeing Devonta Smith crossing wide open over the middle. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think it's reluctance, man. I know he's got that clock in his head, and it's rhythm. It's rhythm. False start by Landon Dickerson. Yeah, sure, it happens. He's had some penalties on him. He hasn't played like himself this season, but, hopefully he gets right. But even this level of Landon Dickerson play, I still take, because we have a top, 5 O-line unit. Yeah. I saw something like that. I'm like, Brandon Graham, I saw him covering receiver in the slot. I'm like, I get we gotta drop the ends, so just some of it. I would rather have the rookie Jalix Hunt out there, but he's not ready for I believe setting the edge duties. And also his pass rush, he's limited. Not scoring in the first quarter, I get it. We gotta eventually break that streak, but I'll take a win like this any day of the week over a loss. Yeah, Brian Burns definitely handled Fred Johnson on some plays. I mean, we didn't give him help. I was surprised by that, but it seemed to work out because we wanted to run the ball, and that might be another way that we try to take heat off of him by negating his need to be out there and pass sets. Yeah, leaving formation on the opening drive, I was like, what? Come on, bro. It was just a bad omen. I'm like, come on, man. Opening drive, yeah, of course. It is what it is. But anyways, man, we'll get up out of here on that note. My computer crashed at the perfect time because we're going to get up out of here. My computer no longer wants to talk about the Eagles. But it's all good because I know that you're not even watching them. Like I said, it's all kosher. We'll officially chunk the deuces. But I love these Eagles and I love talking about them. So keep making these videos, whether you watch them or not, to the end. And to the end. But anyways, yeah, good guy to the end. Chucky. We'll officially get up out of here. But as always, it's fly, Eagles, fly, and let's motherfucking go. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Check me out at Cintron, Cintron Anime, Cintron Life, or Cintron Laughs, or other social media.